All the children of the world go to Hazrat Ibrahim, a.s. after death. Why? Dear viewers, in today's video, we will inform you about how the angel of death, Malak al-Maut, takes the souls of children and how children are treated after death. If a child is born in the house of a disbeliever and dies, what happens to them? Will children be questioned in their graves after death? Finally, we will learn, if an innocent child commits disbelief due to the influence of their parents' meaning in their minor years, then what will be the accountability for their actions on the Day of Judgment if that child dies in a state of minority? Now, let's find out whether a child who dies before reaching puberty will be held accountable in the grave. Scholars have differing opinions on this matter. However, the most established view based on the Quran and Sunnah is that all children are sinless until they reach puberty. This is why, at the time of death, the angel of death takes the souls of minor children with extreme gentleness. It is even said that if a child is in distress or suffering, Allah the Almighty quickly commands the angel of death to take their soul with utmost tenderness to relieve their suffering. Subhanallah, certainly, their deeds are not accounted for. From the Hadith of the Prophet, Sallam, it is clear that after the soul is taken, the child goes directly to paradise under the care of Hazrat Ibrahim, as, and his wife, Hazrat Sarah, as. They remain under their guardianship until the Day of Judgment. After the Day of Judgment, if the child's parents enter paradise, the child will be handed over to them. However, if the parents go to hell, the innocent child will remain under the eternal care of Hazrat Ibrahim, as, and Hazrat Sarah, as, in paradise. Here's another important point. If a child of Muslim parents dies at a very young age, that child will become a means of salvation for their parents' mountain, like sins on the Day of Judgment. As the Prophet, Sallallahu, said, on that day, innocent children will intercede with Allah for their parents. If the parents believed in the one and only Creator, Allah will accept their intercession and admit the parents into paradise. Some also say that there are certain tests in the grave that everyone must face. After burial, the grave first contracts from both sides, pressing the body intensely, causing the ribs to interlock. Various hadiths indicate that everyone buried will face this, and no one is exempt. Hazrat Aisha, R.A., once cried when a child's funeral passed by her. When asked why, she said, even though this child has gone to paradise, the grave will still press upon them. Now, the question arises, will innocent children be questioned in the grave? We know that even righteous adults are questioned. So what about children? Imam Ibn Qayyim, R.A., stated that children are also questioned in the grave. The evidence is that funeral prayers are offered for them, and supplications are made for their protection from the grave's punishment and questioning. Therefore, most scholars agree that children will be questioned in the grave. Allah will grant them full intellect at that time, enabling them to answer the angel's questions. Remember, Allah has created these children perfectly and knows best about their condition. Now, dear viewers, let's discuss the fate of children born in the houses of disbelievers or polytheists who die before reaching adulthood. The Prophet, Sallallahu, clearly said, know that when Allah created these children and they were born from their mothers' wombs, Allah already knew what they would become if they grew up. He also knew which children would die before reaching adulthood. In another hadith, the Prophet, Sallallahu, saw a dream where he was in a garden with a tall man walking, surrounded by playing children. The man was so tall that when the Prophet, Sallallahu, looked up, it seemed as if he was speaking to the sky. This means that if children die before reaching puberty, they die upon Islam, because no child is born upon any religion other than Islam. Every child is born with the innate concept of the one and only Allah. However, due to parental or societal influence, they may later become polytheists, atheists, or irreligious. Thus, if a child dies before reaching puberty, whether born to disbelievers, atheists, or irreligious parents, they will surely enter paradise and be placed under the care of Hazrat Ibrahim, alayhi as-salam. Now, let's clarify from what age a child's sins start being recorded. Reports state that when a child reaches puberty, gaining full understanding and the ability to distinguish right from wrong, then Any act of disbelief they commit will be considered as such, and they will be regarded as disbelievers. The question is, if the children of disbelievers or polytheists die in a state of minority, we know they will go to paradise. But where exactly in paradise will they be placed? Dear viewers, as I mentioned earlier, these children will remain under the eternal guardianship of Hazrat Ibrahim, alayhi as-salam, in paradise. If their parents fail to enter paradise due to their sins, the children will stay with Hazrat Ibrahim, alayhi as-salam, forever. May Allah grant us all correct understanding. Ameen.